right. So in this tutorial, I'm going to teach you how to take your data and create a graph. So I have a set of data. I did the experiment looking at small, medium, and large size containers, measuring the temperature every minute for 5 minutes. And whenever we measure change over time, like temperature over time or growth over time, we want to use a line graph so that we can look at patterns and see any sort of relationships that occur over time. So I've got my graph paper here, and this is on your lab sheet. And I'm going to go ahead and label my x-axis. Remember, x is the one that goes across time, and my unit is minutes, so always label your unit. And my y-axis, which is the up and down one, is going to be temperature. And again, degrees Celsius is what we should be using. So I'm going to start where both corners down at the bottom are 0. And what I'm going to end up having when we're done is a line for each size of beaker. So I'll have a line representing the small, a line representing the medium, and a line representing the large. So starting is the same as 0 minutes. So at 0 minutes, all the beakers, so I'll start by plotting the small line first. At 0 minutes, it was 82 degrees. So I have to figure out, my highest temperature was 82. And so I'm going to measure my data, figure out how many boxes are 1 degree. So let's see how many I've got. I've got 18 boxes. So I'm going to say that I'm going to count by fives. So this would be 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 70, 80, and 90 degrees. And since on the bottom I went to 5 minutes, let me count these lines here. So there's 25. So every 5, I'll have a minute. So there's 1 minute, 5, 2 minutes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3 minutes, 5, 4 minutes, and then my last one is 5 minutes. So now I can plot my points. So at 0 minutes, the small starting temperature was 82. So I go to the 0 and I go up to 82 and put a point. Then at 1 minute, the small temperature was 68. So at 1 minute, I put a point at 68 degrees. 2 minutes was 60. So I'm going to come here, 2 minutes. I go up, I find the 60 over, and I put a point. At 3 minutes, the temperature of the small one was 56. So I go to 3 minutes, I find 56, and see where they meet, right about there. At 4 minutes, my temperature was 53. So from 4, I go up, put a dot at 53. And then at 5 minutes, my temperature was 50, which is right there. And now what I'm going to do is draw lines to connect those points. This is where a ruler can be helpful, for sure. And so now that's my small line. So I'll make a key. That's the small 50 ml beaker. And then I'm going to do the same thing for the other beakers. After that, I'll have 3 different lines. So I'll use different colors. And then I'm going to add a title of what my graph is showing. Something like temperature of water over time.